Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela WebDev. In this video, we will learn about the first operator, that is nothing but the buffer. Okay, we will try to learn about this buffer operator, and when we will be using this buffer operator in the real time, let's try to see it. Now, if you try to see the operators, so now if I go to the operators, and here in this category of operators, we are learning about the transformation operators. First one is the buffer. Okay, if I open this buffer, as we have already discussed in the previous video about the marble diagram, so how we can understand the operator, about the functionality of the operator using the marble diagram, we have already discussed. Now let's try to see this marble diagram for this buffer also. Now here the first arrow mark is the source observable. Okay, so now this source observable is sending the values something like A, B, C, D, like this it is sending the values. Now here you are having an intermediate observable. Okay, we'll try to see. Now A, B, C, after the source observable is sending the C value, then this intermediate observable is sending the B value. Okay, and this buffer, when this inner observable is responded, then only it will send these three values at a time to the output. Okay, now here B is released, so whenever this inner observable emits only, then only it will send you the main data from this source observable. So it will keep the buffer, so the values, all the values, it will keep the buffer, and then only it will send you the values as an array. Now here after sending the C, D, E, F, these values is emptied by the source observable, but it will be not coming to the output observable. Why? Because it will be kept in the buffer. So when this buffer will send the values whenever the inner observable has sent the value. So whenever the inner observable has responded, immediately it will send you the values D, E, F. Okay, so that means the intermediate observable will act as a switch that when to send the data to the output observable. So that is the meaning of this buffer. So now here you can understand the description. Collects values from the past means these are all the source observable as an array, and emits that array when another observable emits. Okay, when only the inner observable emits, then only it will collect all the values from the source observable and emits those values as an array. So that is the reason it is called as transformation operators. Entirely the observable shape it is changing. Okay, now here you will be able to see buffer and it closing notifier. This is nothing but the inner observable, so it consists of observable. Okay, now let's try to see how we can implement this one. So in the real time, how we can implement is, for example, let's try to see. Here I have created a sample application. Not sample application, the same application I am using like this. I have implemented the routing. So here if you are able to see operators, and this is the buffer. Okay, let's try to, so if I click on the buffer, yeah, let's try to create a component, buffer component. Okay, here we are having inside this buffer, right? So here I can create something like ng-gc pages slash buffer operator. Okay, so I am creating a component buffer operator to implement the functionality of this buffer operator. Now let's try to create this one. So until then what we'll try to do is, so here we are having a buffer operator link, right? So I will try to add a router link. So router link is equal to buffer. Okay, so this is the buffer we will try to give. Now that's completed. So let's go to the routing module, and in this routing module, here in the operators component, I will try to add the children. So this is an array, and in this array I will try to add path. So if somebody adds the buffer, loads the buffer operator, right? So why this one is not coming? So let's try to see. Buffer operator has been created. Okay, buffer input from dot slash pages slash buffer operator slash buffer operator dot component. Okay, and here if I try to import this one, buffer operator component, and here if I try to do, oh sorry, this one I didn't add the component, right? Okay, so buffer operator component, oh sorry, buffer operator component. Okay, done. So we have added a component buffer, and now when we go to the operators component .html, we have added here the buffer. Okay, now let's try to refresh this one, and if I click on this buffer, okay, we got the buffer here slash buffer, and let's go to this operator, and here let's add router link. Okay, with this, as this one is an child, sorry, router outlet. I told router link, right? Not router link, router outlet. So we have added a router outlet. Let's try to, yeah. So if I click here, so we have seen buffer operator works. Now let's try to go to buffer operator component, and here I am opening the buffer operator component. So here I will add one button. Okay. So this one I will do something like start interval. So this is a button. So whoever clicks on this button, so it needs to start an interval. Okay. So start interval. That's it. Now I have created a button. Now let's go to here .ts, and here I will add this one. So now whenever we need to whenever the user clicks on this one, so we need to start a observable, that is set interval. Interval means, so now we need to send the data. So I will try to write something like interval. This is an observable, right? So interval of, for every second it need to deliver the data. So how can I know that one? So if I subscribe to this one, okay, so data, then only I will get it something like console.log data. Okay. Now let's see whether in the console it is displaying or not. Now here let us refresh. Yeah, done. If I click on set start interval, see here it started emptying the values 0, 1, 2, 3 like this. So fine, it is working fine. Now instead of consoling these all things, I need to display it here in the output. So what I can do here in here, I can take something like timer data, or otherwise interval data, or something like this. Interval data, it is of type number, array of number. Okay, interval data, and initially I will keep it as an empty array, and here whenever we are getting a value, so push it that interval data dot push of data. Okay, so as this one is a number, we already know as this one is a number, right? So now let's go and see it here. If I click on this one, okay, now we need to write ng for, right? Here let's go, and here I will write something like div, and here star ng if interval data dot length. So if it has length, means if it has at least one value, then loop over that array. So ng for is equal to let interval of, or otherwise something like data of interval data. I will try to print the data. So now let's try to see whether it will print or not. I click here, fine. I clicked on the start interval. So now it started displaying the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Fine. So fine, it's fine. Now I want to use the buffer. When I want to use this buffer is, so I have another div. Okay. So this is of button show data now. Okay, so I have a button something like show data now. So I will keep something like margin top 130 pixel. Okay, I have one button show data now. So now if I click on the start interval, so it need to start the interval, but it should not display the data. So when I click on show data now, means then it has to display the data whatever the interval has been counted. Okay, now when I click on this data only, then only it has to display. So what I can do? So now what I can do is, so here we have a start interval, right? So now here this button, I will take it as something like data button or something. Okay, show button. Okay, this is an ID. I am keeping this one as an ID, and now let's go to that here. So what I can do is, in this one, now we will be having something like after view init. We will take after, that means after view init means after the document has been loaded. Okay, the component has been loaded and the HTML is loaded. Now I will go ng after view init. So here I will create something like show data observable. So this is an observable. So here you will be having observable. So I will create observable of event. Okay, now this show data of observable, here what I can do is this dot show data dollar is equal to, so I will be using from event. So from event is a thing which will create the observable from clicking event. So get element by id of, I will be taking this one, show button, and this observable will be fired whenever we use the click button. So whenever we click on this button, so this one will be created. Now here if I try to do, okay, so now what is happening is, so now whenever I click on this button, so we are emitting an event. So I am capturing that event using this observable. I am converting this from event, will convert the click event into an observable. So this dot show data will be fired whenever the user clicks on that show button. Then what I need to do, then whenever this observable activates, I need to show this interval data. Until then I need not to show this interval data, it should be stored in the buffer. Okay, now here I can use this operator something like pipe. I can use the operator something like buffer. Okay, so this buffer, what it will try to do is, this buffer, it should be imported from the RxJS operators, and this buffer I can use this dot show data dollar observable. Okay, so now whenever, okay, whenever, so this one will be we'll see it. So whenever this interval, when we start the interval will be firing and it will be sending on values 1 2 3 4 5 like that, but it will not be displayed in the interval data. Why? Because so it is buffered. Okay, it is buffered. Buffer means it will be storing in the memory. Until and unless this event is fired, then this buffer data will be pushed to the interval data so that it will show it in the output. Okay, now this event, when this observer, when it will be fired, so I am attaching this one to an observable to the event that whenever the button is clicked on that one, then only this observable will be fired. When this observable is filed, this buffer will activate, and whatever the data stored in the buffer, it will send it to the subscribe, and that data will be sent as in the marble diagram we have seen that it will be sent as an array. So up to now whatever the values has been emitted, so those values all are sent as an array. So that means here these all the things will be sent as an array, number of like this, and here I can use something like this so that it will be pushed into the data. Now let's try to see it. So now here if I try to see, okay, we can close this one. So I am starting the interval. Okay, so now when I start the interval, it has started. Now I want to show the data, how much interval has been passed. If I click here, see up to 3 has been passed. So now it is not displaying the data. Why? Because it is 4 5 6 are still emitting the data, but these are storing in the buffer. Now if I click on button again, see again these many values has been came. Now again these are all interval is firing, and these all things are stored in the buffer. So when this buffer will be activated is, so when this observable, so this show data observable has been emitted an event, so then only the data will be presented. So this, when this observable will emit the event, whenever I click on this button, if I click on this button, see again these all values has been came. So like this all the data, so emitted data will be stored in the buffer. So whenever any inner observable activates means, when sensor data means, then the buffer data will be thrown to the subscription. Now here what I can do is, for example here we can also use another pipe operator something like tap, so that where we can check this tap operator, what it will try to do is, it is used as a side effect. We will discuss about this tap also. Okay, now here you will be getting a data, you can check that console.log data like this. Okay, so now data we have seen. Now if I refresh this page, okay, here, so now right now the observable has not been fired. If I click on the start interval, so it has started firing, so but it is not displaying here 0 1 2 3, these all things are firing. Now I will click on show data, so up to 5 has been displayed. Again it is still running 6 7 8 9 like this. Now if I click on like this, up to 10 11 has been came. So like this we will be sending the data. So interval will be going on firing, but what the buffer will do is, until and unless this inner observable is activated only, then only the data will be sent to the subscriber, until and unless it will be stored in the buffer. Okay, hope you understood about this buffer. So this is the real time where we will be using this buffer. So this is how buffer will be used. So what is the use of buffer? So the buffer will save the data coming from the source observable, and it will be stored in the buffer. When it will be displayed is, until and unless whenever the inner observable has been emitted means, then after this all source observable data will be sent to the output as an array. Okay, this is the thing you need to remember. Okay, hope you understood about this buffer operator. If you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video, and if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.